So I've been using Claude for months, and I only recently figured out that there are 5 different ways to make it actually remember who you are. Most people stop at level 1, and that's why Claude is giving you generic answers. So today I'm going to show you the 5 levels of how to personalize Claude just to your needs. And by the end, your Claude will actually feel like it knows you. So the thing is, most people type, prompt, and leave. That's like hiring someone but not telling how you work, what your whole working organization is working with, and just saying, do this. They'll be guessing most of the time. And each of these 5 levels that I will show you today adds more context, more memory, and more personality. Alright, level 1, profile instructions. This is the most basic one and the only one most people know about. You go into settings and there's a spot where you can tell Claude about yourself. Like, I'm a developer, I prefer Python, or like, I like concise answers. Here it applies to every single chat, which is good, but also kind of limiting in some ways. So for me, I have a bit of background about myself. I'm from Gothenburg, a master's student, la la la. Creating SOSA content, brand fitness running, and so it's taking me build in public content. I have a CS background, so I'm not a coding beginner. I want it to reply to me in English unless I ask for another language. I also want it to be direct and concise, give disclaimers, give me practical recommendations rather than it depends answers, keep it short unless asked to expand. I wanted to use SEK as a metric, the Swedish currency. And my interests are like running, cycling, climbing, hiking, sailing, I like cooking, Japanese leaning, like a lot of Asian food, preferably gluten-free, and into investing, I guess. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm telling it, and now it knows that for every conversation or chat that I have with Claude. Level 2 is projects. This is where things start getting good. Instead of one set of instructions for everything, you create separate workspaces. So I have one for my compliance, which is the course I'm taking, and product matching. I have my boyfriend stuff. I have Zoe Tech and Me, and I have SOSA, like my brand. And I've been wanting to make one for my app that I'm creating. I'm calling it Flower Power for now. And what I'm trying to achieve, tell it about my app. So let me get back to you in a couple seconds. Okay, so I'm back. So now I have a project for my app. So Claude in my app project knows my code base, my context. It's just every context, every project is different, and Claude has a different brain with that context. So this is what I have given. I've given Flower Power as a simple plant care reminder app for people who kill plants because they forget to water them. MVP, my MVP is a static plant database plus reminder. Warm, cozy, indie aesthetic, deliberate, the opposite of like the clinical garden tech apps. Then we have competitors. I don't want there to be feature bloated. I don't want subscription lock-in. I want a warm aesthetic, brand colors, monetization features, how I'm thinking about that. I want one-time purchase, no subscription. I want a tip jar at launch. Subscriptions is in version 2 where I might implement AI features, and what is included for my MVP and what's out, what I'm not doing. So that is what I'm creating as the project. Going back to all projects, here you could have one for maybe the app you're creating, one for content writing, another for research. Like, you could give them different contexts and instructions of what it should do and think about. Like, if we make a content planner or content script helper, you can just create that. I love creator support stories. They are amazing of making videos engaging and helping creators make better videos. So I can be like, I'm making a content script. I want the script to follow. We give that to Claude. Okay, so now we have the drop-in system prompt. So it says, you're a YouTube script writer for la la la. You write level 2 script using the, and then we get the rules, the hook, and kind of their ideas of how to make a good script. And so we can kind of copy this, and we go back to projects, we go to content script helper, we add instructions. So I think this is really good and will help me in the future. So that is amazing. So this is projects level 2 of customizing your Claude code. Level 3, styles. So this one is newer and people sleep on it. Styles let you create reusable writing or formatting presets. So instead of typing make it casual and short every time, you save that as a style. You can have one for emails, one for social media posts, one for documentation. So going into here, plus use style, you can create style, or there's presets already created. So if you want to create, you can add writing example, upload, paste text context. So here I'm thinking I want to make for the App Store, for different apps, there like text under there. I want to make it kind of similar to that. So I'm gonna go onto App Store, get some nice texts from there, and it will create a style based on that for me. And I can ask it to create a App Store description for me. So I'll be back in a sec. So now I pasted in some samples, and it's analyzing the writing, organized, encourage marketing style that makes feature spoke through clear structure and motivational language. Nice. Okay, so, and we're using Future Advocate. Can you make a description for our App Store for the Flower Power? And we wait for the answer. Okay, so here we have Flower Power App Store description. Flower Power helps you keep your plants alive and thriving. No green thumb required. Simple reminders, smart care guides, and cozy space for every plant in your home. Never lose another plant to forgetting watering days. Here's what Flower Power delivers. Warm, calming design built for plant lovers. Personalized care reminders for every plant database with care guides at your fingertips. Track your entire plant collection in one place. Simple setup, add a plant in seconds. And then it's like, finally an app that fits my life. My plants have never looked better. Like a quote, like someone had said that. Not that anyone has said that. Well, I guess I have now. But yeah, creates a really nice App Store description of what your app actually does. So if we go back, okay, so can you make a description for App Store for the app Flower Power? It's the exact same prompt, but I haven't added the style anymore. So I'm setting that. Let's see what we get back. Here's the app description for Flower Power. Flower Power is a simple plant care app that tells you exactly when to water, mist, and further. It's no guesswork, no guilt. Whether you're a first-time plant parent or building a full indoor jungle, Flower Power keeps the plants alive with gentle reminders and tailored for each one. What's inside? So the other one is much more alike the ones that I found on the App Store, and gives you more context to actually what the app is about, and probably a bit more SEO optimization potentially. But yeah, it's a clear difference using a style and not a style, and you can make it for your social media posts. You can take all your previous posts and have it in your language, your wording, and it will kind of copy that and make outlined new posts based on your previous ones. And yeah, it's really nice. It can help you effectivize a lot. Now we're level 4. This is kind of where Claude goes from chatbot to you actually being able to create a workflow tool. Skills are basically saved instructions that do a specific job. I have one that avoids AI patterns, so it sounds more like human written, which is kind of nice when editing text. Let me show you an example and we'll set it up right now. So for here, we need to go into settings. We go to capabilities and down to skills, customize. And here we can do add our skills by browse skills, and there's certain from Anthropic that you can add your workspace, or we can create a skill and we can create with Claude. So there's two ways of doing this. Either you can find skills online or you can create your own. If you take them from online, let's go and look at the humanizer skill, Claude. Here you can download it directly and clone it in your terminal. So then you just search terminal if you're on Mac, otherwise it's something else on Windows, and you just copy this and paste it. But I've already done it, so it's configured to my Claude code but not in my Claude AI. So I have it here. I got all of what the document includes, and I'm just copying this, pasting it in, and let's see what Claude says. So now I told it what I want. This is like perfect. Who doesn't want it to sound like this rather than that? Like, come on. So now Claude is creating the skill for me. Okay, save skill. Oh my god, this is perfect. Okay, yes, we like this. So yeah, this is how it will do it instead. And this is what skills can do for you. It can modify the AI to do a better job at different stuff. So if you're in school right now, don't abuse it, but you know, you can still learn a lot and be more efficient. I think it's good for editing texts and making your final thoughts and ideas into something that's readable and less AI-y. It's just very nice to have. Okay, moving on to level 5, the final boss really. It's the Claude.md file and some terminal stuff. And it's where most people don't go because it involves actual like developer environments. But essentially you just create a Claude.md file in your project directory and Claude Code reads it every time it starts up. Okay, so we open up the terminal, do cd Claude, and then we can check. We have the Claude md.md. In here, we can then do code Claude.md. That will open up, so we're within a there. Okay, so we have Claude here. So what do we want to have in the Claude MDM? So what's important here is to not have too much information because it takes up context space, so you just really want something that is not too much context because it has to read it every time. So let me just generate this quickly and I'll show you what I am using. Okay, so now we have some rules. So when unsure, ask, don't guess, prefer simple over clever, maybe. Now we can keep that clean, minimal code, no over engineering, no premature abstractions, only abstract when you see it pattern 3 times, only when it's needed, more or less. Clean, yeah. So I can put in the comments this that I have in my Claude.md file, and this is very nice to edit, change while you're coding, to see what you need, what you want to add, remove, and yeah. Now he'll follow these rules and give me a better code. Like, he'll better know what I want from my coding sessions when I'm sitting there making my apps or whatever I'm doing. So yeah, there. Save, and we can close this. And now we can make in this project, we can just new terminal, do Claude. We can type like, can you make the background green? So quick clarification before I touch anything. The background is currently cream and the hero band is already lime green. Do you want the whole page swapped to green? Just the hero band or any specific green in mind? Like, I don't really want this, but you know, it asks clarifying questions to know what I wanted, and that will really help you not get annoyed with Claude because it's not understanding what you want or what you mean. So yeah, doing the clarification is a very nice one, I think. Okay. So that was the 5 levels: profile instruction, project, style, skills, and Claude.md. By doing this, your Claude goes from a stranger to basically your teammate that never forgets. It's really nice. If this was helpful, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I share what I'm building and what I learn along the way. So see you in the next one. Bye!